Yo, what it do? It's Maceo the Cat. Thank you so much for clicking on the vid. We are kicking off a brand new series here on XFORCE Horizons. It's a, PvE server with a concentration on just a little less of a boosted stat or boosted experience. Should provide a real different challenge across the board as we kind of make our way through these tiers and mods. It's a little bit different with Annunaki thrown into the mix as well, so I'm curious to see what kind of spice that adds to the gumbo. But this is, my dude's brand new. They offer a really um, fantastic starter pack when you join the server, which is why I got my hands on this steel tools already, these metal tools. But one of the locals, Kahuna, has come by here, making short work of that Alpha Dodo, and hooked me up with some Descended tools, which is a real leapfrog up as far as harvesting power, particularly when you're just starting off. You normally need to kill some descended creatures to get that essence to craft this stuff. You also need some blood, all that jazz. So I'm really thankful for the gift from Kahuna. Thanks, man. I am pro uh, Raft strategy when it comes to early game Ark. You get not only a mobile base to kind of be protected from, but you get a lot of XP from crafting the raft itself to crafting all the building pieces you put on the raft that protects the raft from, the lead sickness and all that jazz. But by the time you get everything all built up and situated and all comfy for yourself, you're sitting on so many levels, and you're finally at a position as a survivor to run out and actually explore the island and its many challenges. So, curious what your go-to move is. You could shout out in the comments below. Very interested to see how everyone kind of tackles this game. There's so many different ways to kind of skin this cat, so to speak, and this happens to be one of my favorites. All right, so we got to get the forge going because you absolutely got to have a strong metal game in your art career. So I need to run out here, grab a few more pieces. But I've noticed that the server settings, the approach to weight is a little bit more restrictive than I've been accustomed to since I've jumped onto ASA. Usually with the mod stack sizes and weight reductions, it's been a long time since I felt the weight of carrying all the supplies and materials you need, to make everything happen for your base. Um, at the end of the day, it's not really a knock because you should have a tame that you're riding to kind of act as a pack mule. So definitely not a strike against the mods. It's certainly a different way to play, and some would argue a more legit way to do it. All right, so with the raft secure, or me secure in the raft, it's time to reposition all the goodies here to really take advantage of all the extra space that we've brought to the raft. Um, I think, particularly for some reason, in ASA, the spawning of the Ichthyornis is so crazy. Uh, it spawns. It's like a birdemic, if you will, and then to add the wrinkle of the descended Ichthyornis that once aggroes calls in a flock of other Ichthyornises, and it is like, you know, go hog wild on all your stuff in your inventory. So it's so important to be nice and safe inside your raft, particularly if you're around the coastlines. So with everything put aside, I have my safe by the bed in case I can teleport to it, and I can just dump all my gear right into the safe. I'm not sure there is a teleporter on this server. I should probably check. But I have the key essentials. The veggie crate is so clutch early game. If you have access to the automated Ark mod, and my goodness, I even do an Ark right if you don't have the AA mod installed in your game. But the veggie crate is such a great early game fridge. It's not that expensive. It keeps all your perishables nice and safe. There's a ton of slots in there too that you can actually double as a storage box if you're so inclined. But we're here at the bay, and we're just right around the corner from one of my favorite starting points, the artifact of the Hunter Cave. And the reason I love it so much is that it clicks all the boxes. You know, what's for me one of the most important tools that I want to get as quickly as possible is a spyglass. And to get a spyglass, you're going to need a few hard to get materials sometimes, and that's crystal is tough to get, and cementing paste is a little bit tough. I mean, I guess if you could go and find yourself a beaver dam, that probably takes the panic out of it. But what's cool about the Hunter Cave is that you get quick access to crystal. You have plenty of access to spiders, which give you a butt ton of keratin, and you can make cementing paste all day. There's even great metal nodes down there to take advantage of, and a couple of loot boxes as well as a note box. I mean, there's so many good little things in that cave, and unless you get a bad roll with RNG and you end up with some Arthropluras in there, that's probably bad news. But everything else is so manageable. You get yourself some scorpions, bola, no problem. Spiders, no problem. You bolo it. And for the snakes, they're so slow, just fling your javelins all day long into their face until you're collecting prime meat and hide to your heart's content. I mean, man, I love this cave. The siren call of the loot drop cannot be resisted. Honestly, I'm not picky. I love everything. Especially this early off in the game. If I get building pieces, I'm happy. Whack armor, I'm happy. So really, there's the no lose situation when you're just starting out day one on the map. This little dodo here, so happy to see that it was an alpha. Had I known that, I would have gone with a pickaxe, because you go through so much blood converting ingots into whatever properly coated colored blood that you throw into the forge, and you just go through so much of it, man. So very happy to get my hands on the alpha stuff anytime. The mechanic of these ancient dinos, I also am a big fan of. The fact that they're not aggressive, even I don't think that the Rex is aggressive if you're by that. It's very, very nice, because, man, they are on a different level, and you do not want to be tangling with those guys while on foot. And while I juke and jive my way past an entire field of dodos, I finally stumbled into the entrance of my favorite spot, my Disneyland, if you will. Now, I think one of the important rules of Ark is not to panic, keep your cool, and always have the usable bolas. That'll make your life a lot easier. If you don't have a sword, a pike, throw a pike in your head, man, and you can do so much damage. You could burn right through them. As long as you don't have a massive level or some weird tiered variant, you should be able to whack any foe down pretty quickly with that bola. This one here gets off a little bit but he only got the one hit on me, thank goodness. And with them all dispatched, I get to reap all the benefits, all this great hide, food, and blood. So, and to top it all off, I'm greeted with the crystal that I was so excited to get my hands on. And you can see how quickly weight becomes an issue when you want to hold, all these pieces. Um, Kind of make a little bit of a Sophie's choice because you don't want to be like walking. You need to be able to be running. I'm also short just some wood, and this would give me the opportunity to finally craft up my spyglass. And as luck would have it, right in front of me is a Descended Meganera. Easy victory, and you can harvest this up for a bunch of Descended essence. Now, with the pick, you can see I get a whole bunch of essence from that bug. But when I try the hatchet on the second one that's right outside the cave entrance, I'm not getting nowhere near as good a yield. So be sure to use the right tool for what resource you're going for. Overall, very happy with the haul from just those two bugs. A real come up. So I gotta get all this stuff secured onto the raft so I could make my way back into the cave to go for some spiders, get that keratin, and get my hands on some more metal. Um, but of course, you grab these eggs, and that'll mix really well with the Descended essence I just picked up to make my first couple of kibbles and get my hands on a cool tame. Hopefully, I'm very excited. All right, back on the boat, safe and sound. Nothing pilfered or stolen. Very excited about that. With the goods we've picked up with our little adventure, I'm going to go ahead and get my not only my metal crafting, of course, but I'm going to get myself the spyglass made, get myself a water jar so I'm not in constant threat of dehydration, and hopefully get a chance to spend more time out in the field and not, running toward a stream or something silly like that. There's one of those descended ichthyornises. Be sure to give those a wide berth. I was worried that guy was going to aggro on me and ruin my day, but luckily I got away scot-free. In retrospect, Captain Hindsight powers, I should have boloed it. All right, back in, cowardly, ready to go after some of the denzians of this cave. Just love the TLC that these caves have gotten throughout the island. So I'm sure Scorch is going to be amazing, and all the subsequent maps that come down the pipe are going to look amazing when they finally get here. But as we go deeper and ever deeper into the cave of the hunter, unfortunately, my luck here on Ark is normally you should find spiders or just a dung beetle, but I get the Arthroplora. And because I have a spyglass, you can really tell exactly how bad a mamma jamma you're dealing with. If it's small enough level, I think you could, maybe do the tango, throw some spears, maybe shoot some arrows at it. I do have a bow. Um, but at that level, at those stats, man, there's only one thing you can do, and that is either try to get it jammed up and stuck so it can't attack you, or what I'm trying to do here is kite it out as far as I can. There's an anti-chamber kind of like in the middle with a lot of leg room. So if I can get into position, I'm hoping I could kind of slip by it. But it's going to take a little bit of finessing to get that done. But hey, when you're dealing with level 340 Arthropleura with just a boatload of health and way too many points in melee, you gotta do what you gotta do. Alrighty, that should do it. If he's back far enough away, I should lose the aggro and get some stand back. That was, woof, that was rough for me. Um, I've been one-shotted so many times by an Arthropleura. We are not friends, me and that caterpillar. So, luckily enough, so I think just the distance and the speed, you're able to kind of like snake yourself around without getting it too much of its attention. And I'm able to run down and really reap the benefits of having an Arthropleura free room to harvest that. Really would have loved to get my hands on this 540 leveled beetle, considering that the max level on the server is, I believe, 600. But I didn't have the spoiled meat on me. I'm so bummed. Usually I'm good for a few pieces on me, but I'm traveling very light due to these weight restrictions. I wish there was a backpack or something, but at the end of the day, I should have maybe brought a parasaur, maybe tamed anything that I could just concentrate the weight stat on and have like portable pockets. But we got what we got, and I'm very happy with the progress so far. It's just a matter of taking this giant inventory back to the raft. It's gonna be a handful. I'm not sure what compelled me to kill this poor beta Phiomia. Maybe I thought he needed the extra gamma blood or something. I don't know. I don't know why I did it, but it was definitely a mistake on my part because of how much you get from these Phiomias, man. They're just giant piles of meat and hide, and in this case, blood as well. I've gotten too much, and now I went from a light jog to just being so over encumbered, and that stupid seagull out there that's waiting for me about to remind me of my hubris of taking more than I should. So close and yet so far. Why did I go back and pick up all that extra crap? Why did I not see that Ichthyornis hiding in the bushes? Why didn't I just drop some metal? Do I need all that metal right now? I can always go back and pick them up. Like so many questions on my greed, and I only have myself to blame, really. But as I crawl ever closer to the finish line, I am besieged. I hate those bastards. Alright, with everything secured on the boat, trying to make my way out of the river, and grab a few more resources. I dropped all the rocks that I've gotten up till now. I'm going to grab some of these here, do the safety of the mesh, and try to pick up, any kind of resources I can safely, since I got, completely rolled by those dumb seagulls. But overall, not too bad, all things considered. All the metals being smelted as we speak, and I should have plenty of blood to help convert that to whatever chaos tool that I would need for the kibble. Very excited by all the progress here. Seeing this beaver dam completely surrounded by the horde of seagulls there, those Ichthyornises, I should just ignore it, Like, I would have been accosted by these stupid foul pigeons. I don't know why I felt the need to press my luck, but here I am, pressing it. A little lackluster haul in the beaver dams, but I guess the server wants to keep it a little bit more vanilla. I've seen some really crazy beaver dam resources in other servers, so it's kind of refreshing to see something kind of normal like that for a change. Crafting a new Annunaki bench was like a pretty good stopping point. It's been a very productive day. Had a great time playing on the server. The rates feel pretty balanced so far. I still need to get my hands on some breeding pairs, see how that's going to work out, but so far so good. It feels really good. It feels a little bit more back to basic as far as survivaling of the game, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit the like if you can, subscribe if you're new, and hope you guys have a killer rest of your day. Later.